Hello, Danny again, and I got a new toy. It's been a long time since I made a video, but I just recently got something worth making video worthy, so I thought I would share it with y'all. Some of you may know what's in this pouch. Some of you probably won't, but open it up, and we have a brand new Strider SNG Tonto blade and the flame polished titanium. There's already a bunch of good videos out here talking about these knives, but I just kind of felt like doing my own and telling you how I acquired this wonderful knife. Um, Actually, as some of y'all may recall, I had that Microtech Makora 2, and it was just kind of sitting in my gun safe, not doing anything because I was afraid to scratch it or ruin it or lose it. So I recently went to a gun show, and I brought it with me thinking, oh, I might trade it for a new shotgun, new pistol, new something. And I was walking around, and there's a booth there, and they sell Striders. And I'm like, wonder if I can pull off a trade. So I walk over there, and I go, I like that brown, Coyote Brown, which is this finish right here, Strider SNG. And he goes, oh, 475. I'm like, oh wow, a lot of money. So I had my Microtech in my box with me. I go, what would you think about a trade? And he's like, oh, no, we don't do trades. I'm like, not even for a Microtech Makora 2. And he just kind of stands there for about 2 seconds. He's like, let me see it. So I hand it to him, and he opens the box. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, which one did you want? And I'm like, yeah, the Coyote Brown Strider. And he goes, deal. Picks it up, hands it to me, hands me a case, straight trade. So I just went from a $375 to a $475. It's a little steep, but let's just call this 400. So I made $25 from a used knife to a new knife. So it worked for me. But now that I've kind of given you the background history, let me tell you a little bit about the knife. As you can see, this is the Coyote Brown finish. It's a solid G10. Even the spacer, if you can see that, is one piece, just so it's super, super strong. The entire side right here, even the frame lock, is one solid piece of titanium. This entire side is a solid slab, which just gives the knife even more strength. Pocket clip, titanium as well. And since it's on the slab of titanium and not on the G10 side, it doesn't rip up your pockets like a lot of other knives do, which is great for me. I've ruined so many pairs of pants because I always put my knife in the same place. Pivot, super, super, super smooth. Like, unreal how smooth this knife is. I had never really even handled a Strider before when I bought this, and I picked it up and I was like, yeah, I have to have one of these. It has the hinderer on the back, like all Striders do. As you can see, it's got the kind of rainbow anodized finish on it, which is pretty cool. The blade itself is a Tonto, as you can obviously tell. It has, I think it's roughly about 3 inches of cutting surface, which is absolutely perfect for EDC, which is what I'm going to use this for. The weight of the knife is 4.6 ounces, but to me, it feels lighter than that. If I had to give it a mental estimate, I'd say probably 3.4, 3.5, but according to their website, it says 4.6, which, I mean, it's their stat, so I'm not going to argue it. As you can see, it has a secondary choil on the blade, so you can hold it farther back like this for defensive fighting, and it's the shape right here. Like, it looks kind of awkward, but as you can see, it just wraps up. It fits in your palm. Like, it gets on the meat down there, and you wrap your fingers, and it just absolutely perfect for that grip. And then you can choke up on it, and it's still perfect. This is just such an excellently designed knife. What else? It's got a thumb stud and let me come on this side. It's got a thumb stud and a hole for easier opening. What I kind of do when I open it, if you can see that, is I put my thumb into the hole and then the tip on the stud, and you can give it a little bit of a pop on the stud with the tip of your thumb to get it going, and then roll it with the hole. And I think that's personally easier. But I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. I just absolutely adore this knife. This is like, I'd always heard a lot of stuff about Strider, and to me they always look kind of goofy. Like, I mean, that doesn't look like an almost $500 knife to me. It looks like a $40 Academy Special. Well, the titanium. This side right here looks like a $40 Academy Special. But just handling it is unreal. And to prove that this is a legit Strider, it is S30V steel, by the way, which is cream of the top. But I don't know if you can see that, maybe. It's got Strider stamped into the blade, and then on the other side, it's got his mark and blade steel made in the USA. I just got to give you another look at this finish. This is just absolutely beautiful. This flamed titanium. Normally, I'm not a super huge Tonto blade fan, but I think it just looks awesome with this finish on the blade. So I don't know, it's just personal preference. They are kind of a pain to sharpen, but they look really cool. So that's always a plus. But yeah, the G10 on this is I think my favorite G10 I've ever handled. It's just rough enough that you can get a great grip on it, but it's not going to rip up your hands, rip up your clothes. There's no complaints about it. Some people are telling me to get a lanyard. I personally don't like lanyards. I mean, I like them on my keys, but for knives I don't. It's just kind of advertisement of, hey, I have a knife, which I don't personally like. But I guess I'll talk about this case for a little bit. Gave it to me for free. I don't know if Striders normally came with these or if he was just being a nice dude, which to me he seemed he was. But full Velcro all the way around. And it's got this kind of like a saddle blanket on the inside material, really soft. And just keep it in there so I don't get it marred up. Even though I do EDC it, but I always like to tuck it back in here when I'm done with it at the end of the day, just so I can find it and know where it is. I'm actually kind of thinking about using this as a wallet. Because, I mean, it's definitely money sized. Keep some cash in there. But yeah, absolutely love this knife. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me. And if you have anything, excuse me, that you know that I didn't mention, please tell me, because I'm still kind of a Strider novice. I really don't know that much, to be completely honest. So if you would like to tell me more, I would love to know more. I didn't talk about the jimping. Not much to say. It's excellent, as is everything else on this knife. It goes all the way up the blade, and you actually have it in your when you're all the way down, you get good jimping, and when you're choked up, you get good jimping. The engineering on this knife is just amazing. You would never think such a simple object as a folding knife could be taken to this level of quality. It's like, I mean, it's a handle, a blade, and a pivot, but until you actually handle one of these, you just have never understood this level of quality. I just love it. There's not much else I can say. But yeah, once again, any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer. And if you know anything that I don't, please do tell me. I actually would like to know more. So thank you very much. I did get another goodie. I might do another video eventually if I get good response. But yeah, thank you very much. Enjoy.